mortality rate for new TV shows is unbelievably high. The networks introduced 24 new ones last fall. Only 6 have been renewed for the upcoming television season. And of those that were accepted for airing last fall, there were dozens more that never even made it to our television. In fact, some of the shows the networks almost subjected us to over the years are beyond belief. Take a look.
Okay, so there's this half-man, half-beast, right? Lives in a sewer, he's in love with a beautiful district attorney, and of course he battles the forces of evil. Well, if you took that concept for a TV series to the network executives, they'd say, great idea, but it's fun. It kind of makes you wonder about the concepts that only made it halfway to the network schedules. Could they be any crazier than a 16-year-old doctor or a talking car with a knack for crime fighting?
Yes, of course.
Lee Goldberg, a self-proclaimed TV geek, agrees. He wrote the book on unsold television pilots.
What's important to remember about pilots is pilots are sample episodes of proposed series. They are what they're hoping to sell. They're the research and development. They're the dress designs Halston tossed away, the car designs that Ford didn't make.
Well, if Ford made this TV pilot, it might have been the Edsel of CBS. The cast must be glad it never landed on the air.
I mean, I'm sure Alan Alda would like us all to forget there's Everett, where he was a father who found an invisible alien baby on his doorstep.
I, Arnold Barker, being of sound mind, do hereby declare that this basket is absolutely and oh my finger! What kind of thing? It's as if something bit me.
Walter Matthau wasn't the only screen star to have made a pilot that never saw airtime.
Well, how about that?
James Colburn, Ginger Rogers, Claudette Colbert, and the queen of the big entrance.
Do you think my type is coming back?
Well, there was one with Betty Davis in The Decorator, in which she played a decorator who would move in with a family, find out what they're like before decorating their apartment.
It will have a moat if I want it to have a moat.
But why must I listen to you?
Because I am a decorator.
I don't need a decorator.
Don't be absurd. Everybody needs a decorator.
Here's a star-studded show that never saw the light of day. Vincent Price and Peter Lorre play a couple of antique hunting crime fighters.
I had a good first look at the whole estate. The value is unquestionable. The is questionable.
A questionable pilot that's now available in video stores is a show called Bunko. The two cops were played by a couple of unknowns named Robert Urich and Tom Selleck.
Sonny takes all the cash and you take all the risks. And now all the heat. What kind of way is that?
The American way.
The American way of approving series has more to do with Hollywood producers and their track records than original concepts. In the days of sponsored shows, advertisers also played a big role in getting a show on the air. This pilot for a show called Las Vegas Beat included a direct sales pitch to potential sponsors.
Well, that's it. The pilot. The beginning. We think that in Las Vegas Beat we have a chemistry that adds up to a tube full of entertainment.
Even a tube full of Peter Graves couldn't get this series off the ground. It might have had something to do with the script writing.
Also with us, you'll see Miss Diana Malay. We think the brightest, most promising television star. Diana's played in everything from the high drama of films to the sparkling comedy of the Broadway theater. And she is truly blessed with more than just nice legs.
Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Maybe Las Vegas Beat didn't have a concept that was high enough for Hollywood. Invisible aliens, flying nuns, and talking cars are what they call high concept. And the higher, the better as far as Hollywood goes. I know. Here's one for you. The wacky, zany adventures of a bunch of television executives from another planet. They land in Hollywood, California, and start beaming mind-numbing dreck to immobilize the whole country. What do you think?
If it's coming from where I think it's coming from, we've got a problem on our hands.
That's what we are. A tube full of entertainment. Goldberg's book covers all the pilots made from 1955 to 1988. Some of the other shows we never saw. There was a whodunit starring Dustin Hoffman that was made right after The Graduate was released. CBS said, no, we don't think so. They also took a pass on the Orson Welles show. They thought it was just too sophisticated for America's viewing audience. Tonight